This is the First Amendment test of the Oceanview substation. This will be a power plant of some kind from the Southern California Edison. I don't see, again, no signs. Warning, protected by automatic alarm system. I don't see any security personnel. Let's see if we could. This is a substation of the California Edison. I want to see if we're being. It says keep out. Again, nothing about videos. A warning: this area contains chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects or other reproductive harm. They should have a warning like this for marriage. This bitch contains chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects or other reproductive harm. Anyways, so I don't see any security personnel. This is some kind of a, you know what, I never understood why would you have a company called Siemens. Can you see that? Let's see if I could get that in there. It's see if I could find that. There we go. Yeah, I think, well, yeah, there. See? I never understood that. Siemens. You know, I mean, what were they thinking? It's not like it's a German word meaning something else. Siemens. Our product smells like bleach. Some kind of a, I'm not sure if that's a security shack there or not. I don't see anybody. Doesn't seem like to be, and I'm looking for any security cameras. This is definitely a power plant, but I'm looking for any security cameras to no avail. And this is the Oceanview substation. And we're going to take a picture here. It's right across from the Lowell's on Warner and Beach, near Warner and Beach. Okay. Again, it just says keep out, keep out, keep out. And of course, more semen. But now it's strange. I don't hear a hum. You would figure you hear a hum. My God, I can feel my balls shrinking as we speak. I bet you I go home and my scrotum is going to look like it did when it was 9 years old. I'll lose all my hair. Now this is funny. Now look at this. Someone I guess someone right here, they're socks and spooge rags. I guess someone misunderstood that sign that said Siemens. There's a sock, and I'm not sure if it's related, but this is a can of Cobra beer. Oh, someone was tilting the 40. Oh, look at this. It's also a this guy was he was partying. What better way to party than in front of him? I got a trillion volts that says Siemens on it. And we're gonna walk this plant. Again, I don't see any form of security personnel. Now, this is one of those First Amendment tests that maybe no contact. I'll write that. If there's no contact, I'll write it in the thing. Like, but what you want to do is so again, I'm looking for security cameras. I do not see any security cameras. Obviously, there's a lot of wires, but no security cameras. So, 120 watt outer operations bus push put pot fused. I'm ringing a sign. Like, maybe this plant is down already, because I would assume with these transformers I would hear a hum, or my hair would be standing up. I look like one of those Cupid dolls, you know, the naked little dolls. Warning, Will Robertson, warning. How would you like to live next to this thing? How would you like this as a house? You know, they're talking about birth defects, and how would you like to live there? Right next to a trillion watts and volts and amps and whatever. 220, 210, 220. I think it's 220, 110. So I don't see any security. I don't see any alarms. Of course, the fence itself is not electric. At least it's not supposed to be. Danger. Something about energized. Hold on, let me zoom in on that one. Danger, de-energize. De-energize compactors? Is that what it says? Odd. Doesn't seem to be any security personnel. And who are you? You're
You want to know why you're recording our place?
Oh no, I wasn't. I was recording this. I'm recording the power plant.
Okay.
All right, that's all. No, if I apologize if I
Can I just tell you out here, we're out here from the street.
No, I was trying to figure out where this power plant ends. That's all I was doing. No, I assure you that wasn't my intent. My intent is the power plant.
Okay.
I apologize. Now, keep in mind, I don't have to apologize. I can sit there and do the rhetoric of, but if someone was in front of my place recording, first of all, I understand they have the right to, but I would come out and talk to them. And that's the only reason, and I did talk about, when I was at Miles Square Park, I talked about educating the public. But this gentleman, I think he knows. He knew. He didn't sit there and scream at me and say, that gentleman gets an A. Of course you're going to be coming out and they're going to talk to you, and then police will come out and talk to you. I don't lower the scale on these First Amendment audits based on the police coming out and talking to me. But when they come out and they be all they act like you and them are great beer buddies. You know what I mean? They come out and offer you a drink, or maybe they'll offer you their teenage daughter, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it's like you don't talk to them. You want to exercise your rights, and you're not being cooperative. Well, get off my property. Get off this. Move this. And that's when I lower the scale. But if they come out like law enforcement, if they come out and talk to me, I understand that, and I give them a card that says I wish to remain silent, I wish to exercise all my rights. Terry versus Ohio, or Brown versus Texas, or Smith versus Cumming of the 11th Circuit. Look up the 11th Circuit of Smith versus Cumming. It's funny, we're talking about semen, and then now we're talking about Cumming. Oh, look at that. Show me your tits. And you get these Mardi Gras beads. Anyways, that's another thing. Well, anyways, like I say, let me reiterate. The gentleman came out, and he's saying, "Hey, excuse me," I'm like, I have to understand his authority. Well, I'm the owner of the house, and I totally understand. That was not my intent. My focus would be on this place. I'm cooperating with him. I could sit there and start saying, "Well, fuck you." That I could do this. So now, whether he calls the police, I would lower his First Amendment audit scale, grade. But at this juncture, But I don't mind cooperating. A lot of people sit there and say, "Oh, you're being too nice to the cops." I mean, I've got haters, and then I've got haters. I got haters that sit there, "Oh, you're too nice to them. You don't have any balls. You should have told that oinker to fuck off." And then you got people saying, "You're too rude to them. You should have." Lest we forget, there's over 400 million people in this continent. So I'm confident that there's at least 400 million people that have access to YouTube, and I am not going to please every one of them. Just like if I go on camera and talk about mangled dead puppies, let's talk about making a sandwich of mangled dead puppies. There's nothing like a sandwich made of mangled dead puppies. You're going to have people screaming, and rightly so. But then all of a sudden, you're going to have somebody say, "Right on, dude. I thought I was by myself, but man, I want to eat my dog for a long time. I did it last night based on your videos, man." You're going to have those people. So I'm not going to, no matter what I talk about, I'm not going to please everybody. Anyways, I'm waiting here for local law enforcement. If that gentleman... And the only reason I turned the camera on him, because just in case he lunged at me. And I'm not going to blur his face. He knew I was recording. He didn't have a problem. He didn't exercise his privilege in asking me to blur his face. So I'm not going to blur his face. That and the fact I can't figure out my audio programming crap. So as you could tell. Anyways, this concludes the power plant of the Oceanview substation located near Warner and Brookhurst. I don't know why they call it Oceanview. I don't think that's the city. We're in the city of Huntington Beach. But nevertheless, that gentleman there is, first of all, it's non-active in reference to the First Amendment test on this one. But when it comes to that gentleman, I give him an A. And like I say, I don't blame him from coming out. Warning. Batteries not included. May cause unwanted pregnancies under boys of under 10 years of age. May cause irritable bowel syndrome. Pantis a shittist. Talk to your doctor. Anyways, an A. It's I should say an A for that gentleman, and inactive when it comes to the security personnel, because I don't see him here at all. So thank you for watching, and please comment.